All right. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakadash. Honor to those I've learned from. Those men that's constantly pushing out his word, keeping the sheep fed. Double honor to the teachers, the apostles of all Israel. And shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking the truth, seeking righteousness, and hoping for edification. All right. We're going to bring this one out. End of the year. And this, in Edomite land, they've really been revealing themselves. And there's no place they reveal themselves more than through these Hollywood producers and Hollywood movies. I'm going to call this one Unga Bunga. Because Esau's got a price to pay. A heavy, heavy price to pay. So he can sit there talking about he's building a brand new ballroom. Or, we got a new pope. Or we're going to control the population of Africa. He can sit there and play stupid, but he knows he has the heaviest of heavy prices to pay. And the time for payment is here. I'm going to start with we're going to start with Deuteronomy 28 and 48. All right. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." So there it is right there. That's the story, the current story of the real Israelites of the Bible. That's the current story. That is the current marker. That's where we are currently at. He said we had to serve them. Who set them against us? Who set them against us? "Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee." Okay? So you see who did this. So when everybody's talking about where's your God? He's sending enemies against us. You see them people surrounding us? He sent them. Where's your God? Who's helped black people since they've been in America? Who has been there to support? Who put us in this situation? It says it right there. "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee." Not only are we going to be circled by an enemy, they're going to be they're going to have complete access and control over us. We're going to have to go to them in hunger. So if we hunger, we need something to eat, we got to go to them. And watch your television, watch your commercials. Every time they show a commercial on food, what are they trying to feed you? Bacon, pepperoni, shrimp. All the things they know you're not supposed to be eating. That's why you should know that these people are your enemy. You should know this. It's not something you should have to really think about. You should know this is your enemy. He's always trying to feed you some pork or something that's unclean and not worthy to be eaten by an Israelite. And in thirst and in nakedness. Where do we get anybody got a silk manufacturing plant in their basement? No. Anyone picking cotton and transforming it into clothing? No. We gotta go down to the store to purchase our clothing. So whatever's in style, that's what we're gonna pretty much wear. I mean, now you can, you don't always have to be wearing tight, the fitted tight jeans. You can, you can choose how you want to look, but you got to choose from what's on the rack. Of course, now everything's opened up in the world. We got internet, Amazon. You can shop from all over for now, currently. And in nakedness and in want of all things. One of the most important things is your education. We had to go to this guy. And what's the main thing when this guy got in office that he went after? The Department of Education. Because this is the government, you know. They govern your mental. They govern your mind. They want to take back complete control of the way you think. Okay? And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Google pictures of human beings with yoke of iron. They are going to have woolly hair, swarthy, and tawny skin. The Israelites, okay? The Negroes, Latinos, and Latin Americans. Now, just because you're born in Latin America, that doesn't mean you're Israelite. Just because you're a Native American, that doesn't mean you're an Israelite. It has to go back through the seed line. Your seed line has to go back through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, until he have destroyed thee. And now look at our nation. Are we destroyed? One of the final linchpins he had to do was put the Israelite household under the woman. Let me tell you, woman, this the only single woman in the Bible were widows. And the Bible has strict instructions on how you're supposed to help, and the whole village is supposed to help any widow. But what does this man do? He completely abuses that format and that system and destroys a family that is under a woman, a single mother. Destroys them. I mean, just look at these people. There's so many female homosexuals, male homosexuals, whoredom, thugs, thievery, liars, just victim playing. The whole Israelite community they've lost their warrior. Everyone's crossing their legs like a bitch, thanks to Obama and the liberals. Everyone's just up there, just scrunching, tightening their balls and trying to cross their legs so tight that they hook their toes behind their ankles. I mean, it's just, this society is disgusting, okay? And that's what we've come to. But guess what? All these curses are now falling upon our enemy. Upon our enemy. So guess what? You've got to be 2 times worse off than what we are. So take a good look. Hey, go drive through the hood in your local area and imagine yourself being 2 times worse off than these people. We all seen videos of drive-through hoods in Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, Detroit. We seen what those hoods look like. You're going to be 2 times worse off. So you're headed back to the Unga Bunga days, buddy. You see how you destroyed the Department of Education? You won't need any education when you come into our kingdom. The only thing you need to know how to do is break some rocks apart and mine. You're going to be mining for our crystals, our gold, precious metals. You're going to be working. You're going back to the Unga Bunga days. And a little bit, something more to show that. Let's take a look at this right here. Alarming cases of childhood dementia. Childhood dementia highlight a significant but often overlooked global health issue affecting more than 2,900 children. But this is increasing. And let's just hit images. Let's just see who are these people that's being affected by this so much. Just hit the image button. You see them, right? This has been a recurring article. This one looks straight. I mean, I don't want to make fun of no children and everything, but I mean, this straight Cro-Magnon right here. Straight Cro-Magnon. Straight Neanderthal. This is the state that Esau is going back into. For some reason, He's over here playing games with the rest of the world, with the nations. Like he's just going to stroll into the kingdom and just lap it up, live it up, and share the kingdom with Jacob. After this is his kingdom. He's currently in his kingdom. So he's just going to transform and have a reset and go into the brand new kingdom. And he's going to be all good. No, you're going to be in a horrible situation. You're not going to have all your faculties. This is the state you're going to be in. You're going to have to come to us and want of all things. If you're hungry, you're going to have to come to the Israelites to be fed. If you want clothing, you're going to have to go to the Israelites to be clothed. If you want to know about your education and your life and your history, you're going to have to come to the Israelites to find that out, okay? You're going back to them Unga Bunga days, all right? And if you think that he doesn't know what's going on, let's take a look at this. I have a nice new introduction to this thing called movie recaps. Because these new Hollywood movies, I don't have time to watch them. They're so vile and disgusting and nasty, you really can't watch it. So they have this thing called movie recaps where you just get the point of what the movie's trying to portray. And I was able to see this movie called Finch. And it was just like it's probably how long? It's like a 2 hour long movie, but movie recaps will do it in 10 minutes. And you can get to see this movie right here really tells you the story that, and anytime you see some people like this guy, Tom Hanks in it, you know that it's going to be revealing. It's called Revelation of the Method. And one of the way they reveal their feelings and they know what their future is going to be, they reveal it through Hollywood. They're not going to do it chronologically and just tell you exactly what's up. They're going to try to show you through in an artistic way through film. All right. And in this movie, it's about a man, Finch. He's in a let's see what they say. A robot that lives on a post-apocalyptic Earth, which has been built to protect the life of his dying creator's beloved dog. It learns about love, friendship, and the meaning of human life. Now, what the movie's actually about, okay, it's about this guy, Tom Hanks, and he's kind of like an inventor, and the world has ended, and the atmosphere and the land, it's gotten so bad that you really can't go out because it's so radioactive. He has to, he lives in the dark, in the shadows, because the sun is destroying the earth pretty much. They'll have like a radioactive storm that lasts 40 years in the movie. Well, anyway, what it's really about is AI. And Esau's pretty much, they said, Esau is going to have to make AI his God. Because he's going back to Unga Bunga. He's not going to be able to think for himself. So what he did is, in his mind, he created his own God. And what's been is the Israelites, one of our biggest mishaps in this captivity is we didn't know who we were. But guess what? He's thinking he's going to create this AI that's going to always, he may die, but this AI is going to live on forever. It's going to always be there to tell him who he is. And he knows he has to go through 1,000 years of captivity. So he's hoping that he can, at the end of the 1,000 years, when he thinks he's going to get his faculties back, this AI is going to be there to assist him in regaining control of the earth. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's got weapons depots that he's hiding in mountain cliffs in the middle of the southern seas up in Norway. I wouldn't be. We already know he's hiding seedlings. He said that he sent off sperm to hide it, to procure it for another time. He spent a whole bunch of different samples of sperm to the moon. Look, You got to stop thinking small. You got to stop thinking on the big picture. You got to start thinking like you controlling everything, and you know you're about to lose it all. What are you doing? He's created AI. AI is his God. AI is going to be what's going to oversee him, overlook him, and watch over his dog while he's dying. That's what this movie's about. He created this AI robot to watch over this dog after he died so that the dog would have a protector. I mean, isn't that kind of weird? But what's really is he's created this AI to watch over his seed line while he goes into this 1,000-year captivity, and it's just not going to work. But this movie Finch is. I only watched a 10-minute recap of it, and just in that little recap is really telling what's going on in the mind of this guy in Edomite land. All right, let's go to Jeremiah 49 and 10. Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So he's done. He's done. It's over for this guy. The Most High is wrapping it up on his kingdom. There's no getting out of this guy. There's no getting out of this. Everything's closing down. All right, everything's closing. There's no reason for that. I mean, he can't even stop the bleeding. He can't stop the bleeding. This dude's got money. He's got a military. He's got power. He still had, but he's just everything's just falling through his hands, like the nothingness is just taking him. So I've made Esau bare. I've uncovered his secret places. Everything's been uncovered, man. It's been told. The story's been told. He's saying this lie. He's going to say, "Oh, that's fake. That's AI. That's hey, man. What you seeing is what's happening." And he shall not be able to hide himself. It's coming to the point he ain't gonna be able to hide this thing. His seed is spoiled. His seed is spoiled. Let's go with that. Let's go with his seed is spoiled. Look at this right here. What we got here? In what they're saying currently in the United Kingdom, there are 72 schools in England where there is not a single white British child, according to the school census. If you understand, there's not one of them. You could go in England right now and go to 72 schools. England is supposed to be the nucleus of this Anglo-Saxon kingdom empire. And if you go to their home base and check out 72 schools, you're not going to find not one native-born British child. Now, they said, I looked into it a little deeper, they said you may find a Polish or Romanian white-looking child, but you're not going to find any native British child in over 72 schools. And they said 1 out of all 4 schools, they are the minority. They are the minority population in 1 out of 4 of all the schools in the United Kingdom. So that's what's happening here. See, this guy's seed is spoiled. He's too busy going around sniffing little boys' butts. Then go home to his wife. He's always gadding abroad. He's too busy doing weird stuff than to do the things, he's the man of sin, than to do the things that are righteous and be with y'all. He wants to go to have war here, rape the people there, steal their resources. That's how he gets off. And he thinks that this is going to continue forever, but it's not. It's over. It's Unga Bunga time. It's time to pay up. So it's just shameful spewing on this guy. What's going on here? His pride of his high IQ. Why are some people so proud of their high IQ? He thinks this high IQ thing is going to save him. Dude, your high IQ is garbage, okay? It's complete garbage. You're not that smart. You've never been that smart. You're just wicked. You do evil, wicked things. You murder people. You kill them. You steal them. You swindle them out of their resources. And then in the end, you blame them for being dead and say you're on top of them because you have a high IQ. But you just have a high intelligent quotient of being wicked. Right? So that's what's going on. This guy, it's over for him. It's looking pretty ugly. It's looking pretty ugly, man. It's looking really ugly for this guy. And all of it he's brought upon himself, and he deserves everything he has coming to him. He's put the entire earth under a strain. He has slandered, lied, and done inhumane things to the people and the sons of God. He has a heavy price to pay, the heaviest of all, and it's time for him to pay up. So with that, I'm going to end it. We're going to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. Honors to those I've learned from. Double honors to their teachers, the apostles of all Israel. And shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking the truth, seeking righteousness, and hope and for edification. Shalom.